Hello YouTuber, how you doing? Have you watched it this last weekend Escape Champions League? Well, if you didn't, there's one video with almost 5 hours of content, but I know that the video is really long. What we are going to watch now, best game of the weekend, Brazucas versus Vietnam Legends. And thank you so much to the players for all the effort they put in the games, trying till the last second. It makes this game just the best game ever. We love this game. Don't miss it, guys, because you are going to enjoy a lot. Stay tuned. The game is starting. Welcome everyone. We continue with this decided game now between Vietnam, Bhakti, say my name, Berbers, Indians versus, wow, Franks and Chinese. Well, Chinese a great civilization, yes, but I'm not sure, man. I'm not sure about this choice because this Indian civilization, you can nerf whatever you want, but they still with this economy rest. This Indian civilization is absolutely sick. What do you think?
The Indian civilization is absolutely sick, and as always, what I think is it's a pleasure to be joined by you today, Mem. And special thanks to Escape Gaming for hosting this event, as well as Microsoft for sponsoring it. We are on to the next game, the decisive game in this series, and Berbers plus Indians versus Franks plus Chinese. Well, I always love the Indians Imperial Camels. We're actually on patch 5.7 with some ECL balance changes, so we don't actually have the full patch 5.8 changes yet. So the Imperial Camels still have that additional 1 Dura armor, which does make them quite stronger. And I really feel like the Indians are the type of civilization that can boom extremely well with their villager discount. And once they get to the late game, they are so difficult to stop. But on the flip side, we do have to deal with Frank's camels, and the Chinese team bonus is excellent. So these are two interesting team comps, and I like that we're not seeing some mirror matches here either.
Well, it's very, very interesting, but we gotta see. I really think that this probably Berbers and Indians combination might be a little bit better for early game. Then for the later game, yeah, we have the elephant archers from Indians, but I believe that Chukunus, that Chinese, might be a really good choice to counter in late game Indians. But during the Castle Age and even Feudal Age, I still think that Indian Berbers has the advantage. Even if Franks is really nice now, we can know with Berbers, Knights, cheaper, and Camels as well. But gotta see, the civilizations we have said already. Now the map for Bhakti. We can see wood at the back, gold on the right side, the boar already under the TC, and another one at the back. Berries is in an okay position, a little bit far. I prefer to have the berries a little bit closer, but since he's at the back between two forests, might be fine and well protected for later game. The goal, another goal is behind the main forest in case that he has problems with that one. Then we're gonna check Fire, that is his opponent. 4 villages on wood already. The berries is in an excellent position there at the back, with gold and stone a little bit exposed, and actually don't like those resources, Mr. Res, because you can see all those 4, 2 stone and 2 gold almost in the same spot, and 4 were.
Yeah, this is an incredibly aggressive map, to say the least. So Sahara you don't have a front wood, which means that aggression is going to reign supreme. But then again, it reigns supreme on Serengeti, and it also reigns supreme on desert. But at least on desert, you can humor a front wall up. Here, it's going to take some extra effort, but who knows? These players are indeed quite creative. One thing that really strikes my mind is that even though the Frankish paladins are really strong, and earlier I meant to mention this, is that the Imperial Camels should just dumpster them. And the Imperial Camels have a decent enough pierce armor that I think the Chukunus are good versus them, but it's very possible for the Berbers and Indians, I think, to run over this team comp from Fire and Riot in the late game. But there is also going to be some crucial early game rating that does happen, which may prove to be decisive, and I think it's going to boil down a lot to whether or not the Indians are really allowed to snowball here with the villager discount.
Yeah, well, let's see. It's also about the situation during the game and how expensive they are, some units to get. Because definitely the Indian camels are great, but also you need a great economy to make them. If I don't remember that, it's like 1,600 food or something to get the Indians, the Imperial, sorry, because first you have to get the heavy camels. Anyway, we will see. We can check now on the right side, Ryut. He has berries at the back. One lumbercamp already at the back, close to the town center. The second one is coming already with a very nice forest, all the wood at the back. But all the other resources, like the 2 gold in front, one of those also in that hill that is not ideal. At least the stone is at the back, but far as well. And if we check the last player that we need to check, Say My Name, that is already up to feudal age, as Fire and Bhakti, we have seen stone forward, the barrack already built. But look at that goal, extremely exposed for Say My Name, super forward, wow, it's incredibly forward. Damn it! Even though...
How far forward can we go? Pretty soon, we're gonna reach the singularity. What's that map, Mem, where they all spawn in the middle of the map right next to each other? It's like close quarters or something? We're getting there, that's forward.
Yeah.
But this is the next level.
Definitely.
I love that he's got this defensive barracks. Yeah?
What I don't know is what he's doing there was with 6 villages. He's going forward? Well, the goal is forward, but he's going even more forward or not? What is he doing with those 4 villages? Okay, he's just... Okay, I go or not? No, he's gonna go forward with Indians. So he's gonna go men at arms and... Well, probably some tower. I'm going to his point of view. He's not mining a stone. We'll make a tower and maybe archery range. The teamwork, if it's important in any team game, now is crucial. Because if he get double there, forward can be in big problems. But also the same if it's gonna happen to Ryut. We can see that he want to take that exposed goal. Remember, we were talking about those 2 goals? Yeah, so Ryut is there with the barrack, he's going with the 3 militias, almost men at arms, he can see him coming, and he didn't wall, he's not gonna wall, he's gonna be there, and the tower will happen. And with the tower there, no goal for Ryut. Whoa!
That's not a quick wall, that's just a wall, and I like this tower placement. I feel like with fletching it's just barely in range. We got a little engagement going on here, but I see a bunch of trapped villagers who don't want to get slapped by those men-at-arms. Base 6 attack damage in the feudal age is strong, and Ryut wanted to box in those units, and that would have been essential because it will create a funnel underneath the town center, that Death Star in the early game that you have to avoid. But they were not trapped at all. No, you can't trap ghost types in Gen 7 and Say My Name is a ghost. And now he's going to be walling around his watchtower to make it extra difficult to remove. That gold at the front is denied. There's another gold at the front that's also not safe. And poor Ryut, having to constantly delete his second archer range, is really delaying his archer production and thus his ability to defend against this attack. This is such an annoying attack by Say My Name. And guess who's here, man?
Now he's doing the tower, yeah, but I was about to say you don't have to be really stubborn in this situation. Why? When he's finished the tower, I will tell you. Because we need to see if he's gonna lose something. He's doing another house. I think there's a hole in that house. No, there's not a hole, but he's trying to go. The scouts are going back, and the counter tower is up. Why I was telling that he shouldn't be stubborn. If you put Sack the Fog of War, we can see that Ryut can see just really far, but at the back, one tile, the goal. Do you see that goal at the back? So, try to don't lose villages, and if you want to get gold in later game, he can make a mining camp really far from the action in a spot that probably Say My Name didn't find. Now, in Say My Name base, you can see the scout taking all the gold miners. So Fire is going double to Say My Name, and Say My Name got nothing at home. Fire doing the damage. 2 unit kills by Zero, and Ryut only lost 1 unit. So the forward just took a little bit of map control, but not a lot of damage, Res.
Yeah, you'd think it would have actually done a lot more damage, but that's the power of Flex Seal. Now Ryut, with the double bit axe, getting his economy a bit stronger. Say My Name really threatening with the Spearman, getting very close, but Fire, just barely, as if he was Neo in the Matrix, does not actually take a hit. He'll take a little bit of damage from the town center on the way out, and a little bit extra because of that quick house there. It's those minuscule, tiny incremental advantages that you accumulate over the course of the game that win at such a high skill level of Age of Empires 2. I really like Ryut's defensive power.
Look at the back. Look at Bhakti with the scout on fire base. The whole again is happening. What is this? Deja vu! And the scouts are there now taking the villages. There you go. The whole little one tile. Sorry that I interrupt you, but I was just taking those scouts and taking few villages, man. Rest. What happened with the holes today? Is Sack fault or is the players? What is this?
Oh my god, there was a hole at the bottom of his wood line in every single game so far. It affects both teams. This debuff is deadly, and something the developers didn't say was actually in the game, but it is. He didn't even wall the wood line!
Wall it, man! Why he didn't wall? He got plenty of time. Fire to wall it. Well, he's sending one spear, but now he's losing another village. He took 4 villages, man. 4 villages, well, it's something. Still, fire is okay. 33 villages, 34 like Bhakti and Say My Name. Now he cannot escape. Now finally it's walled, so he's gonna trap, or he's gonna kill also some more villages. Well, probably one more. Oh, is he... Take it, man. There's no spears. There's no spears. Well, let's see that flaring on the right side. You can see. Oh, why Ryut? Really? Why Ryut wanted to make it a mining camp there with the goal when there was another on the right side? That's super exposed. But Fire is coming with Frank's scout. Do you see? Yes. Scouts there for Fire? 20,000 scouts gonna take now all the villages, and with villages will take the tower down. That's a good teamwork by Fire and Ryut, man. They are going to take absolutely everything, Rez.
Man, Fire and Ryut are on the same page here. They read that 2v2 thing. They may have even hopped in voice chat. God, who knows? But either way, they are running circles around Vietnam here. That is a mining camp that's a little bold, but yeah, all those villagers are going to get cleaned up here. That tower is going to go down. Man, these Frank scouts are strong with the 54 base HP and the fact that you don't actually have to research bloodlines. And great call on that back T scouts in the wood line. The orange scouts blend in perfectly with the desert terrain. That's the camouflage, and that's actually Back's plan. That's why I picked orange. And yeah, as a result, he's able to get in there and do so much economic damage, ruining this Frank's boom. How dare he? And now, we'll have to see how this plays out.
But it's amazing. I mean, it's amazing. After all this action that he got forward, he was also trying to fight, kill the towers with the village. We can see now the scouts from Fire facing too many spears. What Fire is doing, losing 8 scouts for killing 1 villager. Whoa! He lost there. It's worth it, man. It's worth it. Stop being ironic. Ironic Sarkam's Titanic. He lost there absolutely all the scouts and is still losing the last one. What is this, man? Ay, 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 yes, ay, ay, ay. Well, he lost a lot there to kill 1 villager. They are still in a good position. And I was about to say, Ryut with China economy, with all that happened at his base, is still 22 minutes. Castle Age only 30 seconds behind Bhakti, and 1 villager ahead. Impressive.
Aye, 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 indeed. Okay, so we're going to need to pull in Spirit of the Law here for some analysis on how cost-efficient that engagement was. Now, 1 villager is 50 food, and it can gather you quite a bit of resources over the course of the game. So that was obviously, sarcasm aside, absolutely not worth it, and an absolutely disastrous engagement for Fire here. But they're still in the game. As far as the villager counts go, they're really close. And the military accounts are really close, and I think we're actually going to see a game that goes on for quite a while. Say My Name's towers have done some significant damage, but not quite enough. And Ryut is actually able to secure that gold mine in the meantime, so I think that this game is actually going to go to the mid to late game and may even go to the Imperial Age.
The game is amazing because in 22 minutes has happened a lot of fight, a lot of some good moves, a lot of good Titanics as well, but we can see the population is almost the same for both teams. We can see how now Bhakti is upgrading the chain barding armor, Fire only scale barding armor, so you have to be careful, and I like how Bhakti is going straight to Ryut. Ryut is not really protected at home. He need to finish the TC, and with Knights +2, he really can't do the damage. He need to protect the wood. He's quick walling right now. He's gonna take one villager down. Those Knights are pretty strong, but don't take the fight under the TC. And now, come on, wall it. He need to wall, and he's walling. Well, he's saving, but he's spending a lot of resources too. Now going with the village, but the TC is up. Well, Ryut is fine, but Bhakti got a lot of knights at this point. 14 army, quite a lot. Look at the others. They have basically nothing in comparison. But don't fight with 3 knights against the archers under the TC. Come on. Well, not a good fight, Rez.
I mean, he's got +2 defense and bloodlines, but that is not enough. Once you've got the Vodkan arrow upgrade, you've got the crossbowmen, you're sitting underneath the town center. It's that repetitive arrow damage that really messes up those knights. And if you have villagers garrison inside there, that helps out quite a bit. I love this town center placement at the back for Riot. Not only can he surround it with farms, but it also protects that stone, protects that wood line. And he is trying to mine quite a bit of stone right now. I'm really feeling that Shuko News are going to be something in his future. And this Knight raiding just hasn't really been working out for Bhakti. He's going to get pushed back yet again with these 2 Knights. He should take as little damage as possible if he can. Meanwhile, Fire wants to put down another TC. It looks like these players are trying to boom up. Fire is in Say My Name's gold mine, but he is going to get pushed back as well. And Say My Name's actually attributing quite a bit of food. This game is going to go on for a while.
Say My Name is slinging Bhakti, man. So
yeah.
This is what he's sending, because he's full slinging. I don't understand how they are slinging in this situation. Remember, guys, that the coinage has been moved, and do you use Indians to sling? I know that
I would not.
I will not either. I mean, it's him feudal age, so feudal age forever. Now Fire and Reef. Let's see, because now we are telling this, and maybe they are going to. He's going to kill everything. Bhakti is with 53 villages, but that's the problem. I mean, he has 53 villages. For that reason, he has 22 army, and Ryut with 55 villages, 14 army. He should be fine. He has stone centers in all the important resources. One on a stone at the back, one in front on the goal, and now let's see the fight. He's gonna take all those knights from Fire. Fire go back, and as soon as he see this situation, Fire should make some monastery. I don't know. He's doing the market. He has second town center only, Fire, but it's risky this. I don't know if Sling it's gonna be worth it, but it depends, because if they never attack to Bhakti, the truth is that Berbers with cheaper knights and under Sling press, he can make huge amount of army.
Yeah, I'm thinking about this a little bit more, and my gut reaction is that Indians are just too good to waste on a sling, but on the flip side, their discounted villagers allows them to do it quite effectively. Wow, that's a fast Imperial Age from Bhakti! And
sorry for the wow!
Yeah, no problem. He's on the retreat, which is good. Now, here's the crucial thing. You're slinging the Berbers. Now, I was skeptical in the sling at first, and I'm still very skeptical because the
Let's start again. Let's start again. Res, let's start again. Okay, yeah. Res, Say My Name is slinging feudal age to Bhakti. I think it's a great idea, right?
Yeah, I mean, I was skeptical at first, but he's the Berbers. He's got the 15% discount. Now it's going to become 20%. He's going to get the Cavalier upgrade immediately and do some serious damage. He could even threaten to go for elite camel archers. Maybe this is the secret that they need to turn this game around. He's grabbing that iron casting upgrade. Cavalier's so fast, so cheap. Maybe that power spike is enough.
Well, I take in point of view from Bhakti. He has 101 population. Of course, he doesn't have huge amount of resources because he's using absolutely everything. He got right now 1, 2, 3, 4, and doing more and more stables. So, if he's now going with Cavaliers, right, +4 and raid, he can't do the damage. But that castle for Reed is crucial. He needs to finish, but he's not going to the castle. He's going to that TC, but with that amount of knights, he can take the town center and all the villagers. It's possible. It is possible, man, to kill a lot there. He's gonna take the tower. Well, that TC is with the botkin, so the arrows are working quite well. I think he should go away. Bhakti's not taking the best decision there, Rez.
No, I don't think he has that critical mass that he needs to actually threaten that town center. I think he needs, maybe 5 to 10 more knights before I feel really comfortable, especially with that watchtower there. Like you said, the 7 base damage is quite strong. Castle on a hill here. Excellent for Riot. I knew I saw
it's a perfect one.
News in his futures. And now, it's going to be plate parting armor and Cavalier, just as we suspected for the Berbers. Mixing in a couple camels as well to deal with the opposing knights. I like this. But slinging in a 2v2 is a bit risky. I like it more in a 4v4. Actually, I just don't like seeing slinging in general, but that's just me with me. And I think maybe, like, if they can leverage the trebuchets, the Cavaliers, plate parting armor, maybe they can do it. But the problem is Riot is also on the way to the Imperial Age, as well as the Chinese, so they gotta make a difference now, man, or it's gonna be too late.
Now they need to make the damage now, but he don't necessarily need to make the damage on on Ryut. He can go and kill fire, and this is exactly what he's doing. He's sending so many knights. Of course he's wall, but he's gonna make a castle on his face. He has the stone to make it. Gonna make on the hill probably, and then they can get some map control, but I still think that Ryut should... I don't know. The problem is that Ryut might not be in time. Ryut might not be in time to save fire. What do you think? This is completely devastating if he's getting inside. Population for fire will drop to nothing. But he's safe for now. Ay.
He is safe for now. This is an interesting decision, man. I'd like your thoughts in a moment. Is Bhakti deciding instead to go now for Ryut, instead of pushing through all of these buildings and dropping down a castle? I think he's just going to try and kill 2 of them at the same time, putting the pressure on with the castle, preventing any additional wall-offs at the back. Now the Cavaliers are going to engage. The Chukonus take quite a while to get out, and Ryut is just barely in the Imperial Age now. Is this the timing attack we need underneath the castle?
He needs also murder holes, in my opinion, in this situation, because the rating is gonna be constantly. He's trying. He still didn't make the huge damage yet, but if he's taking the castle, you see, it might if he got the murder holes there. Yeah, he can take the castle with the units. And now, in the other side, the castle from Berber's back is there. He's gonna take down the stable. The Cavaliers are almost there, and with the Mongol doing more and more damage as well. He's gonna push now really strong. He's doing already 87 villages, and listen to me, guys. Rest, 55 Cavaliers and Camels combination. That's absolutely a lot. A lot, man. A lot of army.
Especially when you don't need to worry about getting the Paladin upgrade and saving up any resources. And with the 20% discount, these Cavaliers are powerful. Even though his Cavaliers were kind of trapped underneath that castle because of the lack of murder holes and didn't want to take any free damage, the crucial thing is that Fire is taking some heavy hits on the front side of his base. He's losing all of his military production buildings, and this means that he's not going to actually be able to field off an army. He wants to send one back to defend his base, but that forward castle drop, I think, is absolutely essential for Beck. I think it will be one of the deciding factors. He's got a forward siege workshop, even grabbing guilds and conscription. This man can afford everything. But I love the heavy camel choice from Ryut too, though. That's good.
But he did the damage on Fire. I mean, Fire has right now almost the same village as Say My Name being Feudal Age, but 55 or half of those villages are idle, and he's gonna keep losing more and more. The job in Iceland is to kill one guy, because right now Bhakti got his own economy rest. He has 95 villages, more villages than Ryut. So Say My Name, I was about to say, he can go all the way to Castle Age, and with 70 villages, imagine the economy he will have when he reaches Castle Age. Don't be so surprised that he will go instantly to Imperial. Or close. So,
look at that wall in the middle of the map. That's some modern art right there. And, okay, I have to say, Bhakti is playing this game immaculately well. I was worried about the Sling because he did not have a lot of villagers. In fact, they were both behind Fire and Ryut. But he manages to really pull it back, showing us the 20% discounted Cavalier. That's one hell of a power spike. And Ryut, I gotta give kudos to him for the camel choice. The heavy camels were essential here, and he teched into those first before even grabbing Thumbring and Elite Shukonu, and however, these Cavaliers are just killing all of Fire's base.
Exactly. Res, he's probably going to counter a little bit, but check the population from Fire. 48, 34 villages, he has been destroyed, he has been clean complete. Even if he's now counter and he can hold, then it will be 2 versus 1 very soon. Even Bhakti can switch to make Janitors, Cavalier, also Camels as well, while I'm gonna check Say My Name point of view. Look at Say My Name. Oh, yes, with 68 population, but he can make a castle and go up to Imperial if he wants. Well, I will go some boom, because I think 68 villages is not huge. It's not great to have a good economy late game, but man, now Fire needs to rebuild completely. He is out of the game.
Fire is indeed out of the game, but Say My Name is not, and I have to say, this is a fantastic game here. I mean, Ryut's even able to tech into Arbalest, got the chemistry upgrade, even grabbing a strategic little coinage to try and help Fire back in the game. I love his counter army comp. This is one of the problems with Cavaliers, is that they're not so overly dominant and powerful as the Paladin unit, they don't trade very efficiently with heavy camels. And so the broad tech tree of the Chinese paying dividends here. We're actually paying at a 20% discount on technologies. And now, Ryut grabbing chemistry. He's getting attacked at his home base. He doesn't have enough units on the defense here, but the units are coming back. Those camels are waddling in. The villagers can flee in the castle, and we're going to see a devastating loss here potentially for Bakht if he stays.
Well, but the good thing for Bakht is that even if he's losing some, he can sacrifice that. They know that one player is out, so he can move. Still, the most important here is that they don't let Ryut to push to anyone. And if Ryut is not attacking, for example, say my name, it's gonna be very, very soon that 2 versus 1. You can see the beautiful castle he's doing, say my name, in top of that hill, close to the goal and close to that huge battle that is gonna be for Ryut, definitely. But in the middle, also doing more castles, and he's gonna switch to camel archers. When he's doing camel archers, he's gonna be countering those heavy camels for sure. You can see Bakht doing fletching, doing all the upgrades. Ryut is doing another castle, and let's see when Say My Name will go up to Imperial. He has almost 1,600 food and 1,600 gold. So probably when he finishes that castle, he will go up. And then when you see the Imperial camels or even the heavy camels +5, what can do Ryut? Nothing.
Not much. Also, I told you guys that he would start with Cavaliers and eventually threaten to transition into elite camel archers, which he's doing exactly that now. However, the question is, did he throw away too many of his units early on, thus not really utilizing the sling to its fullest potential? And are these camel archers coming out a bit too late, and will they be enough? I'm going to say they might not be enough, because this castle has no hoardings, no masonry, nothing. There are 3 trebuchets on a hill sieging it. Sure, the castle's on a hill too, but that castle, I think, is going to go down. I don't think that Bakht has any actual answer to this. He doesn't have bombard cannons or anything to remove those trebuchets, nor does he want to advance on that position. And while fire is extremely crippled, and Bakht's playing out of his mind and able to actually take fire out of the game, now he has to deal with Ryut, who's just playing in a fantastic Chinese game.
Well, Ryut is doing an excellent job, like you say, but it's 2 versus 1 100%. I mean, you can see the population already for Say My Name. He's 100 villages. Of course, he doesn't have army, but he's preparing everything. He's doing all the upgrades. He's doing chain guard and armor. I start to listen all the stable buildings. You can see 4 stables, doing camels. So, camels and camel archers. Well, still, it's a good army here from Ryut, but the population from fire is just, well, you can see. It's destroyed, man. So we focus in the middle. He's trying to push. If he's able to kill Cast, oh, but this is good. This is good because Bakht will be out of castles very soon. He's gonna take this one, and then only one castle to go camel archers. Not gonna be ideal. It's not ideal. Let's see, but he really need to make the damage quick now. Don't wait anymore, because if you wait to have Indians joining the party, what to do? Alt F4, man. Alt F4.
Yeah, man, that's a party I don't think I want to attend if the Indians actually get to join in. And when they do, they bring the camels, and the camels bring the pain. That push from Ryut is great. He's actually kind of 1v2ing now almost, and the crucial thing is here, he got coinage, and he's slowly helping bring fire back into the game. If he can just do enough damage here, saw a couple boats in half, maybe fire can get back in the game, get in the Imperial Age, and maybe this game will actually turn out to be absolutely epic. I mean, so far it's been fantastic. Ryut's laying down the siege, though. He's deployed the trebuchets. I think he's going to one-shot a town center here. No masonry. Masonry's great.
Yeah, but just look. But Ryut at home is being raided still. To be able to come back in this game, he needs to wall completely Ryut. I think he got time to wall, like Red did it already. You can see right now that Orange is taking 1 TC. There is 2 stables close to the Marcus, is still getting raided. I mean, if he's doing some really good damage here in the middle, he has to be really, really careful. It's true that Say My Name is doing now the +4. And Light Cap Hybrid, Say My Name doesn't have resources? Probably no. He doesn't have resources to Imperial Camels? I think he doesn't, so... Oh. Is this gonna be a comeback? It is possible that Ryut will take... Because he's getting in the middle. He's getting now into the middle. And that army is a very good composition. 84 military from Ryut. 84 military from Ryut. And Fire, well, Fire need to clean those cavaliers at home, and then Fire maybe can rebuild little by little. Bombard towers. Well, yes. I still think that at home he need to wall, because if he constantly get raided, the economy for Ryut not gonna be forever, you know? And you can see he has no goal.
I'd say Ryut has one of the perfect army compositions that you could have for this situation, just for the Chinese in general. It's super strong, the bombard towers to secure map control, make sure that he keeps any sort of control that he has actually obtained. But the problem is he's super vulnerable to raiding, like you said. You can only get away with this type of slow push if you actually are safe at home from raiding. This either means you need defensive castles in Eco, or you need a full wall up, and they're getting raided. Now they're both getting raided actually by BACT, and I think that's going to be the decisive factor, is that BACT's still raiding both.
Yeah, it's really important, but really, this spot is crucial. Imagine if he's taking both castles, and with that army bombard tower is getting closer and closer into the economy. Is he trading? Well, 6 trade cards from Ryut. He's still trying to trade, but I still not. Okay, he's trying to wall now. I'm not where he was the TC, and he's trying to wall, but I focus in the fight in front. There, with the camels, with the Conquerors, doing more bombard towers. He really need to push. Fire is on the way to Imperial. Fire is on the way to Imperial now. Okay, and his resources are nice. So what he should do now? Well, if you don't have a great economy after a comeback like this, just make trash units, even halberd. I don't know anything, but halves in this situation could be good to counter the Imperial camels. Oh my god, if Fire is not joining the party really soon, rest what they can do. Look at those Imperial camels already upgraded, missing some upgrade, but altogether they will take that army. He's being scared about the bombard towers.
And rightfully so, because those bombard towers are going to do a whopping 120 to any unit that's really not a ram. And I have to say, the Say My Name has been threatening the entire time, waiting for all of his upgrades. He needs 1 million of them, but the hill advantage is firmly in the favor of BACT. And I don't think this is an engagement that Ryut wants to take.
Look at this fight, man.
I think Ryut's going to get overwhelmed. And the reason that Fire was late to join the party is that not only does he not want to join an Indian party, no one does, but he's also getting raided at home by BACT. And now the battle begins. Now those troops are dead.
Well, there's no battle happening. They are just eating. It's a sandwich. I don't see the army for Ryut anymore. Teal disappear, man. It's a ghost now. Fire is in Imperial at the time that they can call the GG? Probably, because where's the army from Ryut? You can check, guys, in the mini-map or in the screen, whatever, but you are not gonna find it. Well, at least he is now doing scale mail armor. Fire's doing Cavaliers, but man, why you go Cavaliers Paladin if your opponent got Imperial Camels? Use your resources in other stuff. Sell, buy stone, give it to Fire, to Ryut, sorry, but you cannot go Paladins against Imperial Camels. Resonance. You can't. Simple can't.
You simply can't. And VNA has an excellent trade line on top of this. I mean, it took forever for the Indian camels to come out, but that's always a huge threat. And again, for those of you who are confused why Ryut isn't winning, it's a lot of factors that are coming into play here, but I think one of the most decisive ones was a really subtle one. So BACT actually had about 4 Cavaliers and like a heavy camel in Fire's base the entire time. Not only did he not want to join the Indians party, because we just saw it didn't look very fun, but he was getting raided the entire time, and he had no resources to invest in any military, so take down those fully upgraded Cavaliers in the Castle Age, and just a handful of them were able to keep him crippled and slow him down. He's losing his town center to the +5 attack Chronosaurus buildings that Imperial Camels get. Guys, I think that's a strong unit. I think they're going to turn around.
I don't want to sound repetitive, but really, it makes no sense that he went Cavaliers here. I think he should go just halves like Ryut is going right now. I mean, even it's easier to go halves because it's cheaper, right? You can expand faster, you don't need that great economy, and right now, it's a pity because Fire was recovering. Well, he's still with now a decent population according to what it was, but he's losing a second town center in a row. And 101 bullets but no army, 22 idols. Well, they keep trying, which is great. Now, Ryut, that I think is playing an excellent game, but because what else he can do? He's just sending everything he can. Heavy camels, bombard towers, now Conquerors, sending all the camels into that spot. But these heavy camels versus Imperial camels. For any spot that you try to find a solution for bazookas, I don't see it right now. I don't see it.
The heavy camel is good, but the Imperial camel is insane. And, ooh, Fire has a large army of Cavaliers. But here's
That's
the
nice.
problem, everybody. Like we said, the Imperial Camels are just going to eat them for breakfast. Now, Say My Name's probably going to lose his army here. He is getting 2v1. He's taking a lot of town center shots. But in the end, it doesn't even matter. Because now, Fire has to build his main town center again for the 80th time. And I really feel like he should have put a defensive castle like close to his farms. And maybe he'll do it this time. He's got the discount. He's the Franks. But... this is turning out to be a really close game. In the meantime, Say My Name is attempting to raid Rhea, and like we said earlier, man, where are the walls?
Yeah, he's raiding constantly. He's still raiding with a huge population, but you can see how Fire, well, it's 126 population, but honestly, look at the army. Ryut got it, man. 78 army. I mean, they have chances to come back in this game because the army from Ryut is just huge. You can see 80 military. He has more army than Bhakti and Say My Name together. And to be honest, with Chukurus, Halbardiers, and those heavy camels, if Fire can recover, let's see. The trade is already decent. 22 trade card, 13. But Say My Name, 48 trade card. The problem is, another castle will go down. Look at that army now with 3 trebuchet, camel archers, and another castle for Bhakti. I feel that Berbers, to make a huge push, right, Reds, are a little bit slow civilization because those camel archers need a lot of upgrade, right?
They do. He's finally got them all, but it took him a long time to get them out. They have that trade line, which I do think is going to be very important here. This bombard tower not able to get finished by Ryut because he's getting sieged by those trebs. They need some sort of unit to push into those trebs. The Chinese don't get bombard cannons. They're gonna have a lot of trouble with this. We need to see some Frank bombards or some Frank paladins to go for it, but the Indian camels zone it off. These camel archers doing so much damage. I really think that Ryut has the units at his disposal. The Chukunus are so good here, but he doesn't have enough of them and he needs assistance badly. But here it comes, man.
No, but he's fire. Let's see, because this can be the comeback from the hell. He has a lot of Chukunus. If they save this castle architecture in common, look at the amount of Chukunus. He's taking almost all the Imperial camels, and then the Cavaliers can take absolutely everything. All the camel archers, come on. I want to see a huge comeback here. Well, I don't mind who is winning, but this battle is what makes this game the best game ever. Look at the Cavaliers. Now it's gonna work. Push. Oh, but the castle is dramatically down. But still, they have now the Brazilians more army. I don't talk about the quality of that army, who is with better army composition, but man, they are still in the game. Incredible. Remember, guys, Fire was with 30 population, and Fire is already on fire as well, man, because he is even with more population than Ryut. Stay absolutely tuned, because this is amazing.
This is amazing! That castle went down after one of those classic AoE 2 panic repairs, but a new challenger joined the fray. A new challenger approached, the 4th trebuchet, or the 5th, I guess. And it was enough to actually take down that castle. These battles are so close, but the hills proving to be so decisive. The Cavaliers are here. Amazing job on Fire to actually get to that 100 villager threshold, despite being raided constantly. This man never gives up. But Ryut hasn't built back his eco. He's still at 74 villagers. They are really low on the eco count. He needs to replace them. But the paladin upgrade's coming out from Fire. Is this
what I'm missing?
You
know what I'm missing? Not only the paladin upgrade. What I'm missing also, imagine if he can put their siege rams. The camel archers are not a great unit. It's not like Magudas against the siege ram. Imagine if he could send siege ram there like a shield. I think Brazucas can come back in this game. If they come back in this game, who is gonna cast in secret versus a Swai? I'm gonna lose my boys, and you are going to lose everything. Resonance. This is unbelievable.
My asthma, everybody. I can't take these engagements. I can't take these panic repairs. But these bombard towers getting one shot by all those trips. They need something to take those out. I mean, you can try and poke them with Chuko damage, but I'd like to see like a bombard cannon or a ram or something. Rams do bonus damage versus siege weapons, so that could actually be an interesting thought. I love the ram idea. This isn't over. They both have the hill, this low ground in the middle. No one wants to pass through. This is the demilitarized zone covered in bodies.
They are coming back, guys. I think they can come back in this game. I am checking the 75 trade card from Say My Name. I'm going to his point of view, and he really need that many trade cards. 75. Look at those resources. Is he playing Michi? Playing Arabia? What map is playing? 7,000 wood, 3,000 food, almost 2,000 gold. Come on, Say My Name. The lead village, the lead trade card, and make army. Even elephant archers, onagers, whatever. But do something else than trade. Unbelievable that they can. Oh, come on, onager upgrade. Well, I promise, guys, that I didn't watch this game before, okay?
Wait a minute.
It's happening just at the same time. Wow. Well, the game is just incredible. I'm really happy, Rest, that I was calling the GG and it wasn't a GG. It's amazing.
Me too, yeah.
Now, look at those camel arches and those India's camels. The problem is we need walls. I hate the walls, but better say the Brazucas need the walls because those camel arches with the Imperial camels are right away to the trade, and that trade is absolutely unprotected.
It is absolutely unprotected. There's no team wall here. None. Only Fire has some walls, but is it really even enough? I don't know, because, well, they're just gonna go straight for the trade line, pick it off, and if the game, in a team game, ever goes past 50 minutes, the trade line is the lifeblood, the HP bar of both teams. You cannot afford to lose it. But here comes the decisive battle. The Halberdiers mixed in. I love it. Can the camels focus down the cavalryists? Can the Chukanus get those kills? They're so good versus low Pierce armor units. How will this engagement go?
Well, the Halberdiers is a great unit to be here, Res, because it's so cheap. You can spam forever. You don't need resources, and you can just go. You can go with the barracks and combine with the Chukus. And look at those paladins. They really need to go and take. If they kill the Imperial camels, they can take and clean all this. But it's really complicated because the oldest, the Vietnamitas, have the best economy ever. They have Michi resources, but still they are taking absolutely everything. And back the population is, in the first time during this game, below the Brazilians. So the Brazuca is still going, but you can see how Say My Name now in the middle of the map, in the middle, well, not in the middle, just in that castle is raiding everything. They need to wall because the advantage they have now is the mobility. The problem for China now, Res, is that those Halves and Chukunus need the Mongol upgrade, man, and Mongol upgrade doesn't give the Ferraris here. No, man, it's really complicated. But
the Rams are
so slow. Going.
Yeah, the Rams are slow, their units are slow, but man, is Rhea on fire, and so is Fire. I can't believe they held the line in that battle. That was a classical, it's a trap. The home field advantage there. I love that Fire came in to flank with some paladins. Maybe they'll actually fix the wall. Actually, never mind. The wall's about to get shredded at the front of Fire's base. If he loses his main town center of game, everybody in chat, take a drink.
Yeah, it's really complicated. He's trying to open. It's incredible how they are holding. Fire is still with 116 villages. Ryut is just pushing his economy at the limit. Why I say that? Because 65 villages and 50 trade cut. He has right now 20 farmer, 38 Lambergas, 50 trade. It's like a perfect combination just to get as much as army as possible. But wow, they have all the counters. You can see in the middle now with the honors what he can do, Ryut. I really think that he needs bombard towers, and he has a stone. They are buying resources. Fire even sending the stone to them. But on the left, he's fighting. This is like a chimera. If it's gonna win this game, Paladins versus Imperial Camels, and Fire is still in the game. It's crazy. It's true that these Franks Paladins, they are stronger, but whoa! And in the middle, how much army back he got now? I am on his point of view, Res, and he has right now. Wow! 28 cavalry, 42 cavalries, and 4 siege units all together with Imperial Camels. The combo is really dangerous, man. And the mobility, man, super fast.
I think the mobility is so crucial in a 2v2, and I can think of few more dangerous armies. Rhea wants a siege ram up there at first. He has to get Capran. Now he's on the low ground. We saw how that worked out for Anakin. Spoiler alert, did not. But there are bombard towers on the high ground. The Paladins are here. The Chuganus, the Halberdiers doing so much damage. The Chuganus focusing down. The Imperial Camels, the Berbers army getting pushed back. These bombard towers making a ton of difference. Even the Trebuchets joining the fray. But the Camel Archers hold the high ground. Are we going to see a stalemate here?
Those camel archers are literally tanks. They are tanks, man. They can't take them. They are taking easier the Imperial camels, like you can see, but now they are alone. They're lonely. Those paladins together with the Conquerors, they are going to take this. Oh my god, what is this game? But Ryut has dropped the population like 50. The good thing is that his population, his army is not that expensive, so he might rebuild siege rams after 1 hour and 20 minutes. Please do it before next time, but still, siege rams will be really important before to push. Of course, it's important now. If they can stabilize, they still walling. You can see that they have a lot of more map control. Sorry, but the population for Rio Guinea recover. Everyone like 200 population. Fire is 200 population after being almost defeated, man. It's incredible game. In my opinion, guys, you are watching right now the game of the day. We will see the next series, but for now, go, Mr. Rez.
Man, the siege ram coming out. I'm not going to see my ironclad this time, man, unfortunately, but the siege rams alone are going to be excellent against tanking those camel archer attacks. Man, the Chinese broad tech tree is so strong here. Neither side can break each other, and I have to give major kudos to Fire for getting raided non-stop, still building back in this game, and say my name for transitioning properly into the late game and being an absolute powerhouse. Fire even grabbing the pikeman upgrade. Yes! Everybody is playing almost like they're playing so well.
200, guys, 200 population res. I still believe that they can, if they can hold a little bit. And look at the push that Fire is preparing in the top left corner. Remember that the owners can cut. If he's cutting the trees, and maybe he's sending Conquerors on the top left corner, green building siege workshop. Look, it's a sneaky mode activated back this walling, but he's gonna get a surprise because he's there with siege workshop with barracks. Imagine if they go into the trade. That can be a game change. Come on. Brazucas are going to win this game. Look at the army they have. This is absolutely unbelievable, and I want to see the impact the siege rams can make. But on the right side, Rez and Zach, look at those rams inside as well from Say My Name, super close now to the market with 4 rams and also building stables. He didn't notice, and they are going to raid a guy who's gonna win.
Yes.
Oh my god, in the middle now. Look at that army.
I love that secret attack. Oh my goodness. Now for those who are enjoying,
you see the difference, Rez?
Here.
You will see the difference with those. Yeah, you will see the difference with those siege rams. Let's go.
But there's an onager in the fray, 2 onagers in the fray, and some bombard cannons. Every player playing 5D chess. I'm not sure who wins out in the end, but Fire, focus firing down all the siege weapons at the back, allowing those siege rams to do the job, wasting all the arrow fire from the camel archers. The arbalest moving in, the Chuko News moving in. Ryut forced to make more arbalest because he just doesn't have all the castles because he's been shred. Those camel archers trapped on a hill. Even elephant archers coming out. Fire researching every single technology he can in the game because he knows he needs more than paladins to close this out. The elephant archers are actually kind of cool here. I like this. And man, this fight is nuts. It's so close, but the trebuchets are untouchable from Ryut.
The big problem here for Brazucas is that army, they have the best units they can do, but they are tanks. It seems that they are killing absolutely everything. The siege ram make a huge impact, but look at the camel archers. They are there again. What is this? What is this? They are ghosts, or they are the same units that they are due to regenerate? I don't know, but guys, this is really important on the right side. Bottom right corner, the rams are just taking all the market, and Ryut didn't react. There is the Imperial Camels. The game was amazing, but they are calling the GG. What a game, what a try. Congratulations to both. I'm sorry for the Brazucas because they came back almost from the hell, but this composition was almost impossible to beat in the late game. What a huge game we have watched in this
the Fire's cutting right now with the onager upgrade, and he's going to raid the siege line with halberdiers. But there's going to be a defensive castle from back D, so it doesn't matter. And Fire's still holding on, of course, because he's gone through a lot this game, guys, and he does not want to resign until he gets to kill some trade cards. And he does.
I can feel
killing spree, double kill, triple kill.
I can feel here, Rez, Zach, viewers, the frustration for Fire. I think he's not resigning because I can feel that they feel that, oh man, I was gone. I have tried all I can do. I have done an amazing game, and he did. You can see that he's even in the trade in the top left corner. I mean, he's there. He was there, but yeah, it's not the same. Look at the camel arch, and then he resigned. because
well, he killed a couple trade cards. So
yeah,
that's all.
But the motivation was there, and they feel. I mean, I feel that they couldn't do more. That they did everything to win, and maybe the civilization choice was again just amazing for Vietnam. It seems so, right? That they couldn't do anything else. What else they could do in the late game? Rest and viewers. What do you think? I don't know.
It would have been tough. I think that Fire ended up transitioning into some of his late game units a little bit too late, as we saw him branching out into Halberdiers, for example, getting the Onager upgrade, and he was getting every single upgrade that he needed around an hour and 20 minutes in the game. But he did lose his main town center twice and was raided repeatedly, so it'd be really difficult for that. I feel like the Chinese kind of have the tools to deal with this army, but it's just so hard. And both teams spec'd into all the right units they needed. That siege ram push would have won the game entirely if it wasn't for those onagers at the back and those bombard cannons as well. And even though Fire managed to pick off most of them, those siege rams did the trick, absorbed the arrow fire, won the push in the middle, and Riot and Fire realized that even if they did some damage to the trade, the mobility is so strong from Bac Di and Say My Name that Vietnam is able to defend. Yeah.
I really think that was the key, because they were trying to... They couldn't push. If you try to remember the game, they couldn't push during all the game. They were defending all the time with a good defense moving, but they were always countering Bac Di and Say My Name. They never could provoke the other team to be the counter, right? Anyway, we can check now the achievements, right? And we can jump and see these are great and crazy achievements. Military. Bac Di killed 700 units, but Ryut, with China and 88 largest army, he killed almost the same, but he lost the most, a lot of units lost. Economy, Bac Di got the most food by far. Ryut was the lowest, but he didn't need at all. He was doing 2 crews and half, so it was cheaper. Trade from Say My Name, goal, resonance, viewers, 46,000 trade. I'm not really good in math, but I think he got alone more trade than all the other 3 players together. Yes, incredible, crazy economy, and also he sent 21,000 resources to Bac Di. That it wasn't that huge, because remember that he was doing feudal slaying. Well, was an amazing strategy, was an amazing game, and guys, this is just an aperitif, because after this 2-1, we are going to finish the day with SY versus Secret.
Thank you so much for watching.